This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
Right now at 10, tonight, new information about the man who was shot and killed this week on Delmar Boulevard. 5 on your side has learned he was a WashU grad student just out for a walk that night. Good evening, I'm Diamond Palmer. Kelly Jackson is out for the night. Friends of the victim are trying to make sense of this sudden loss. Earlier today, they talked exclusively with 5 on your side's Robert Townsend.
Friends say about a year ago, 34-year-old Amar North Ghosh left his native land of India and moved to St. Louis to follow his dancing dreams.
Very nice, very friendly, very jovial. He's very talented, extremely talented in what he does.
And he was traveling a lot for his performances. There's a lot of organizations call him for performances, but he always wanted to come back to St. Louis.
We've learned Ghosh was getting his master's in the Performing Arts Department at Washington University. He also enjoyed volunteering as a dance instructor at the Just Dancing Studios in West County. Amar North taught kids between the ages of 5 and 18.
Dance was his passion. He wanted to do more in dance. He had a really good way of gel with kids, be a kid. We all loved him.
Very passionate in what he does, and he's got dreams.
Sadly, Tuesday night, his dreams cut short. Police say someone shot Ghosh several times as he walked across the 5100 block of Delmar near Clarendon.
It's really heartbreaking to know what happened.
He died in the street.
It's a big shock. It's a big shock to entire our Indian diaspora.
Friends say Ghosh was an only child. His mother died 3 years ago, and his father died when he was a child. At this point, we're still waiting for St. Louis police to release new information about Ghosh's murder. His friends just want an arrest.
It's not at all right. Why did this happen? And someone who did this, police should catch them and punish them for sure.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
A GoFundMe page has been set up for Ghosh. You can find that link right now on KSDK.com. And new tonight, a St. Louis man will spend the next 30 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to 2 separate homicides. Graylin Lindsay was sentenced today for the May 2022 shooting deaths of 16-year-old Kiera Jeffries and 25-year-old Ariel Dixon. He received 2 concurrent life terms of 30 years for the convictions. Lindsay admitted to killing Dixon on May 5th and killing Jeffries on May 14th. Tonight, the son of Chiefs head coach Andy Reid is out of prison. Hours ago, Governor Mike Parson converted the remainder of Brit Reed's 3-year sentence to house arrest. In November 2022, the former Chiefs assistant coach pleaded guilty to a drunk driving crash that seriously injured a girl in February 2021. A spokesperson for the governor says Reed has completed his alcohol abuse treatment program, and according to them, he served more time than most people convicted of similar offenses. Now to new information on this morning's deadly crash on Interstate 270. It happened just after 6 south of I-70. A crash report says 5 vehicles were traveling north when a driver lost control. The car spun out and hit a SUV behind it. That SUV also spun out and hit a truck, which was rear-ended by another truck. The SUV driver has now been identified as Gina Bollinger. Bollinger was ejected and hit by a cargo van. She died at the scene, and 2 men were also taken to the hospital for treatment. Tonight, St. Louis city leaders are reacting to another deadly crash in downtown. This crash happened just after 8 last night on Convention Plaza near the Dome at America's Center. Police say the driver crashed into another car and his vehicle rolled onto its roof. He was rushed to the hospital where he died. Now the Board of Aldermen is continuing to debate how to stop violent crashes like this from happening.
St. Louis has some very long blocks, and just because you have a camera at the end of the block may not catch the person. So how do we really start to upgrade our infrastructure?
Alderman Aldridge says he wants to start roundtable discussions about traffic and pedestrian safety. Right now, police are still investigating the crash. And jury selection started today in the trial of Daniel Riley. He's the man accused of crashing into a Tennessee teenager, Janae Edmondson, last year in downtown St. Louis. Traditionally, in the city of St. Louis, about 140 residents get summoned for jury duty. But in this case, court documents summoned 3 times that amount, given how much publicity it's gotten. Experts say given how many deadly and serious crashes that have been in St. Louis, they believe the circuit attorney's office has a tone to set.
I think maybe they should make this case an example for anyone who's out there thinking about running red lights, speeding, hitting other cars, racing in the streets. Yes, this is going to be a case to watch.
Opening statements are expected to begin Tuesday. 5 on Your Side has learned Janae's father is expected to testify first, and Janae will testify last. Tonight, the owners of a troubled St. Louis nursing home are facing a massive fine. Northview Village in North City closed abruptly late last year, leaving workers without a job and residents without a home. Inspectors say during the chaos, people began stealing. An elevator became stuck for 30 minutes, and 1 man was even missing for 3 weeks. This week, federal regulators released paperwork showing they had fined the owners $56,310 after surveying the facility after its closure. We have reached out to the owners of Northview Village, but they have not heard back yet. Tomorrow, Missouri Republicans will take part in a caucus for the presidential primary race. If you're hoping to vote for the Republican presidential nominee, things will look a little different. Instead of a ballot box, you'll visit the caucus site in your county, and you have to be in line by 10 a.m. We'll have expanded coverage of the caucus tomorrow. Tune in to Today in St. Louis at 9 a.m. and 5 on Your Side at 5, 6, and 10. More than 1 million households in Missouri and Illinois rely on discounted internet. It's provided by a federal program for low-income families. One 5 on Your Side viewer wants to know if this digital access is getting disconnected.
In 2021, Congress established the Affordable Connectivity Program, or ACP. It gives eligible low-income households up to $30 a month off their Wi-Fi bill. The ACP is a longer-term program that replaced the emergency broadband benefit, which helped families struggling to afford internet during the COVID-19 pandemic. 5 on Your Side viewer Pamela Brown asked the Verify team, is it true the reduced Wi-Fi payment is going to be discontinued in April 2024? Let's verify. Our sources, the FCC and the Universal Service Administrative Company. The government earmarked $14.2 billion for the ACP program when it started 26 months ago. And now that money is about to run out. Congress has not approved additional funding, so the FCC is winding down the program. The FCC is no longer accepting new enrollments, and the agency anticipates April 2024 will be the last fully funded month for the program. If you receive the ACP benefit, you should have already received a written notice from your internet provider. And they're required to send at least 2 more written notices explaining the impact on your bill. It's important to note, you have the right to change your internet service or cancel it without penalty after the ACP ends. Pamela, we can verify yes. The FCC anticipates the reduced Wi-Fi payment will be discontinued. The last month for the benefit is April 2024. I'm Ann Allred, 5 on Your Side.
If you would like information on how to contact your senator about funding the ACP, look for this on KSDK.com under the As Seen on TV section. If you would like us to verify something, you can send us an email to verify@KSDK.com. A benefit concert for North County. The singer taking the stage and how the proceeds will help an area nonprofit grow.
And some of us had a little winter mix this morning. March 1st, Chris sent this in from Staunton, Illinois. We're in the 40s right now. It's clear, but areas of fog. And then we'll talk about that warm and becoming windy weekend.
Tomorrow night, Melissa Etheridge will perform in North St. Louis County at a solo benefit concert. The nonprofit Refuge and Restoration is transforming the old Springwood Plaza on West Florissant in Delwood. R&R Marketplace includes an education, banking, food, and a community resource center. The concert starts at 5:30, and money raised will help complete Phase 2 of the Black Box Theater. Meteorologist Jim Castillo joins us right now with a weather first forecast. And Jim, I am just sick and tired of these cold temperatures. So hopefully you can tell us about a weekend warm up, please.
Huge weekend warm up. Yes. So today did feel a little bit like winter. And of course, it is meteorological spring. That started today, the beginning of March. And the vernal equinox is on the 19th, just after 10 p.m. So spring's on the way. And you know what? We cleared up after that little bit of a winter mix this morning. But I wanted to go back and show you February, because something interesting that I didn't say at the 5 or 6, the second warmest on record, but the number one warmest was just a few years ago, 2017. And that shows you how the climate just in the past few years has really gotten warm. All right, then we had the 5th driest on record. Normal, by the way, is about 2.23. We ended up with 0.40 of an inch, and the most days we've seen of 50 or higher. And 22 days of that. So amazing, really warm February. And right now we're having a taste of winter. We're down in the low and mid 30s tonight, very clear. And the fog, the fog may actually form in some spots tonight. Whoever had that winter mix, that wetness on the ground, some of the fog, especially around Salem, Illinois and Mount Vernon, and also Flora, could see visibilities reduced to about 1/4 mile in the morning hours. So we'll watch that. Then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, the clouds melt away. And we have sunshine not only Saturday and Sunday, and a big warm up too. I'll show you that in just a second. But the satellite radar shot, the West Coast, very stormy. They're measuring the snow and feet in the Sierra, and also the right around. Have you been to Lake Tahoe? Beautiful. But they're measuring the snow and feet up there. So it looks like a blizzard warning continues through Sunday early. All right, for tomorrow, for us, it's sunshine. We're in the 60s and some areas low 70s. South wind at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And the future cast for Monday. So Sunday looks amazing. Highs about 80. Then we'll see clouds move in Monday, but the rain holds off until late in the day Monday. And then it stays with us on and off as we get into Tuesday, maybe a break Wednesday, and then more shower chances, maybe some rumbles of thunder as we get into Thursday and Friday of next week. So let's check out these temperatures. Again, 71 for Saturday, about 80 for Sunday, 79 on Monday. So Diamond, you wanted that warmer weather, you're getting it. And then really most of next week in the 60s, which is above average.
Yeah, well, this sounds like pool weather, walking your dog weather, you know, heading up Forest Park maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, the beginning of March.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Well, you said spring, and it's on its way, right?
Yes, it sure is. It's here. It feels like it, right?
It is. Well, thanks, Jim. That does it tonight for your news at 10. Corey Miller and Annie Krall join us now with 5 on your sideline.